is to not just see the details, because you can see a bunch of details, put them together, and have it wrong. Wrong place, wrong orientation, wrong something. Okay? A lot of times, a lot of artists start their drawings with a super fast gesture drawing because they try to get the whole. They try to see basically the whole pose, the whole shape, the thrust of the form. Even if I was painting a still life with oil paint, I would water the paint down, thin it up, and I would do like a quick gesture drawing of the still life. And then I would paint my painting on top of it. I would keep adjusting it and changing it, and the gesture drawing isn't going to be perfect. But because you do it fast, okay, it has a sense of life to it that the slow, careful drawing can never have. Okay? And I mean, we talked about line quality in terms of what? When I said have good line quality in the first project, what did I want you to do with the line?
Line variation.
Line variation, so it would get light and dark and light and dark. Line quality can also be about the speed and the energy that the line is drawn with. Okay? A confident line drawn pretty quickly, okay, is different than a hesitant line like, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay? So what we're doing today is we're developing that, seeing the whole, the confident line, making, quick yet good decisions. Okay? And the kind of energy that adds. So I have, right now I just have my gesture drawings. I do have some student ones somewhere, but we're going to start with these. I took about, in art school as an undergrad, I took probably 4 semesters of life drawing, 2 semesters of life painting, in addition to other drawing and painting classes. Okay, so life drawing and painting is its own, specialty. And no matter how far you go in life drawing, even if you're, a senior in art school, you still do gesture studies all the time because it develops a skill that is important. Okay? Seeing the whole, seeing it quickly, making good yet fast decisions. Now, this was kind of an interesting one because the teacher just had the model, advance another step, and we drew all the gesture studies on the same paper to kind of get the sense of motion. Again, drawing the figure, I'm really fast. These are probably 60-second drawings. 60 or 90-second drawings. Drawn with a big, fat, meaty. You don't have time to erase. You get it right or you don't. If I changed my mind, like I did here a little bit, I just did it again. You guys see that? Kind of looking at, I didn't draw the outline first. You can see how I would start in the folds and go out and kind of build it up that way. If you don't see something, like an arm or a face, then you don't draw it. It's important to notice, like the feet are at different heights, but the feet are not detailed. Okay? Again, it's about like what are the muscles doing? What is the crouch? What are the angles? Okay? These are probably 30-second drawings. Okay, the teacher actually we'd start out with longer, slightly longer poses, and we have to get faster and faster and faster and faster. Less and less detail, but yet you can almost see, it's almost like I'm drawing the muscles and what the muscles are doing as I try to get, the angles, wrapping around the form, just the main folds really fast. Again, I did not start this by carefully drawing an outline and then throwing some little lines in. It's almost like think of a flower or something where you start from the center and go out, or think of a tornado. Everyone here has drawn or doodled a tornado. Okay, you don't draw an outline of a tornado because then everyone says, why is there an upside-down Christmas tree flying through your picture? You draw the form, the roundness of the form, and that roundness of, I want you to think tornado a lot because the roundness of that wrapping around shows the 3D tornado, and that's kind of what we're working on. So if I were to take any one of these drawings and then build them up more over time, then I'd be more careful and exact on top. This is probably like a couple minutes. This particular teacher got all different kinds of models because then you couldn't draw from your mind and your stereotypes. You'd have to draw what you actually saw. So we had all different body types, men, women, tall, short. 20 seconds.
Whoa.
So it's the same, slightly chubby model. But I like this one for Matisse, but you can see I kind of squashed her head in to fit, and then I redid it. And that's fine. That's all a gesture drawing is. The point here is not that you're going to end up with a product. You don't end up with something that you frame and hang and put in a show. What I'm going to grade here and what I want you to work on is process. You're thinking, observing, looking more at the model and just glancing at the paper, trying to get it as fast as you can. Okay? And then when you finish it, we're not going to waste 1 second, 1 synapse, 1 moment of your time saying, my drawing sucks, I can't do this. You know, at the end, we draw the drawing, I call time, you throw it to the floor, and you start again. Then you throw that one to the floor, and you start again. There is no time spent judging. The part of your brain that says, that sucks, that sucks, that sucks. You suck, you can't do it, get out of here. Look at that. Ah. Okay? That little part of your brain needs to just shut up and go away. We don't have time for that because we have stuff to do. I mean, you should always do that, but especially in this process. And you have to work so fast here that, okay, who can figure this out? Person laying down, the head is towards you. See, there's 1 foot far away. You can't even see the legs, just like the foot. Okay, the arms are towards you. Now, a lot of these lines are not, this guy wasn't wrapped in wire, okay, that I know of. The form, I'm just kind of going around the form. I'm thinking sort of like a tornado. I think, how does that back curve? The back is like 2 sections, really, not just 1. Let's see what else. You can see I worked, you know, took me a few tries to get the head right. You know, these lines were when I was starting to do these other things. I realized, oh no, it's not that curvy. You know, it's lower than that. It's searching. What you're showing me is how you searched for and found the form. It's like when you leave the proof in algebra. You know, you kind of write out the whole proof. So the math teacher sees how you got your conclusion. You just write the answer. He's like, yeah, who are you working with? Okay? I want to see the proof. I want to see your thinking. Okay? This is a fine gesture drawing. This is the kind of product that we're going to have at the end. Okay? I don't want anything, you know, more than what I'm showing you right now. This is a 5-minute drawing where let's see, it's pencil. You can see where I changed my mind several times. The hands are just barely notated. And then I went in actually with a piece of graphite and did a little bit of light and shadow just because we had the time. There's a searching here. No time is spent erasing. Okay? I mean, there isn't going to be, you're not going to erase, you're not going to judge, you're just going to work as fast as you can and go on to the next, go on to the next, go on to the next. At the end of each one of these classes, you're going to pick out like the best 3, for instance, and keep them. At the very end, you're going to pick out the best 6 of what you have and turn those in.
Didn't you say 7 yesterday?
Yeah, I'm changing my mind constantly to keep you on your toes. Okay? These are, I don't know, like 30-second drawings. Here you can see it's just enough to see the head probably goes behind that shoulder. Didn't even finish the outline of the form. That's because the outline is the least important part. I kind of want to see forms in front of each other, behind each other. Okay? A lot of times someone's going to be crouched, their thigh is going to be coming towards you. It's not going to be a long thigh then. It's going to be like a beach ball kind of a thing.